What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your amateur Canadian coming to you right now from beautiful British Columbia, beautiful Western Canada. And yeah, let's check out this video, 15 things you didn't know about Norway. Let's go into this with a grain of salt, or let's take this video with a grain of salt perhaps. And I know a lot of these like facts videos and things you didn't know videos are not always entirely correct, but we will take a look and we'll discuss. Maybe I can point out ones that where I think there might be more to it. You guys can also feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the comments. I would appreciate it. You letting me know what's fishy on this list and what's the truth. It's a long video, so we might split it into two parts, but yeah, let's get into it.
Every Tuesday, we present you with another incredible country. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Norway. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed.
Future billionaires.
Hello, Aluxers, and welcome back to our channel. It's good to have you back here with us today for another video created by our team here at alux.com. In our sights today, we have Norway.
That's pretty.
The Scandinavian country with lots of history, cool designs, Viking ancestors, and a growing economy. Topped with natural, beautiful landscapes and lots of oil they export, it's easy to see why Norway is the ruling country in the peninsula. With a population of a little over 5 million people.
It still like blows my mind a little bit how the population is so low. Like just 5 million.
The country is mostly inhabited in the southern region due to the north's harsh climate and tall mountains. It's said that the first Vikings originated from Norway between the 8th and 10th centuries, and nowadays the country is one of the healthiest and happiest in the world. Having lots of natural resources and a clever way of managing them made Norway a model almost nobody managed to replicate. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. With all that being said, we've done some digging and found some incredible things about this country. Here are 15 things you didn't know about Norway. Number 1. Norway exports tap water. Yes, you heard that right. Tap water. In Norway, the water is so pure.
I mean, we have no problems drinking tap water here, and we're pretty lucky to have an abundance of clean drinking water. But exporting tap water,
Or that you can drink it from the tap with no problems. Their water comes mostly from glaciers and natural springs that don't need much filtration. You can even get their tap water at restaurants for free. Having such praised water supplies, they managed to market it and sell it as artisanal water all over the world. We're talking about Voss Water, the Norwegian brand selling bottled tap water. This story was uncovered in the documentary film A Drop of Luxury, where one executive from the brand admitted that the water is pretty much tap water in a fancy bottle.
Okay, but pretty much tap water and tap water are two different things. So like, I think it's a bit misleading. Like, I don't think they just literally take it right from the tap. They have some sort of processing for the water.
Number 2. Norsemen go to Sweden or Finland to buy cheaper alcohol. If you're planning to take a trip to Norway, make sure you bring enough money with you because even if it's a great country to visit, it's also extremely expensive when it comes to housing, dining, transportation, and pretty much everything. The minimum wage is around $25 per hour, so money is not a problem for the locals. But even so, they still like to buy cheaper items like food or alcohol. People travel between Norway and Sweden just to get cheaper alcohol and basic groceries for years. Police stopped a truck at customs one time because it was transporting $2.8 million worth of undeclared garlic across the border from Sweden, as reported by the Irish Times. If you ever visit Norway, maybe stock up on some alcohol and snacks just to blend.
I'm still thinking about getting that P.O. box so you guys send me some smash. I want some of those smash snacks. Yes, immediately. Put them in my belly.
Then, number 3. Famous movies and TV series were filmed there. Europe has been the set of a lot of movies and TV shows lately.
I didn't know they filmed any Game of Thrones there. I thought it was mainly in
More and more productions seek out old medieval cities, green plains, or high shores that cannot be replicated in the studios. Such locations later become major tourist attractions and offer people new destinations to travel to. Norway is also on the list of famous sets with movies like The Danish Girl, The Empire Strikes Back.
I know that also that scene from Mission Impossible Fallout, right? Empire Strikes Back. Nice. We were talking about that in the last video. That's great.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Ex Machina, or The Golden Compass, being shot fully or partially there. If you want major FOMO design, watch Ex Machina as it was shot in a breathtaking Scandinavian home.
Ex Machina is absolutely phenomenal film, and that's very cool. I didn't know that it was filmed in a Norwegian residence, or because that home in the film is amazing.
Number 4. They started a wealth fund worth $1 trillion. Norway has quite a small population, and the northern part is not very inhabited, since it snows all year round and temperatures are below zero almost all the time. That's why most of the population lives in Oslo, the capital city, or the surrounding area where they can be closer to civilization. The country relies on its oil extractions from the Northern Sea very much, and you'll be surprised to find out that most of the profits from the oil industry are secured into a wealth fund, which is now worth $1 trillion. This money is used by the population and for the population. As of
It's like a rainy day fund. Like, what are they doing with this money?
2017, every citizen has $192 from that fund, and it keeps growing. While your country might be in debt, Norway has money in a trust just in case something happens. Number 5.
Okay.
The richest man in Norway is John Fredrickson, with a net worth of $7.3 billion. The person we're going to talk about now is most probably not known to a lot of people. In fact, a lot of billionaires are not out there in the media, on the red carpet or at major events. They usually run their businesses from their office or on their plane. John Fredrickson
Is that his wife? Come on, John. What's going on here?
is the richest person in Norway and has a fortune of $7.3 billion as of 2018. And most probably only people in Norway know about him and his business. He made a fortune out of oil tankers and shipping, and he owns the world's largest oil tanker fleet. He also has major interests in other oil-related businesses and will probably make some more investments in the near future to secure his place in the industry. Number 6. Kevin Spacey is accused of abusing a member of the royal family in Norway. We've all heard about Kevin Spacey's abuse scandal that broke out a few months ago, and we even wept a little after his removal from the House of...
What was his his character in House of Cards, Frank
Cards' final season. He was accused of sexual advances towards a 14-year-old boy back in 1986. Kevin Spacey stated that he does not have any memory of that, but he apologized publicly. But that wasn't enough, and his reputation had quite a bit to suffer after the scandal. Another victim...
How did he gain access to the member of the royal family? But yeah, that's completely evil.
Came through regarding Kevin Spacey's behavior, and that person is a member of Norway's royal family. He told the media that Kevin Spacey groped him under a table at a Nobel Peace Prize concert in Oslo 10 years ago. His name is Ari Ben, formerly married to Princess Martha Louise and father of 3, and he became the 16th man to accuse Spacey of sexual misconduct.
That's the thing, like with if there's any Spacey like defenders, 16 people coming forward, like where there's smoke, there's certainly fire. It's too bad because the guy is a phenomenal actor, no doubt about it.
Number 7. Their Olympic skiing team had Nazi symbols on their sweaters. When you're born in a country where winter lasts almost all year long, it comes as no surprise that in matters of sport, you'll be practicing the winter ones. Norway's winter sports teams are always winning medals at the Winter Olympics or any other competition. For the 2018 Winter Olympics, their designer tried something new for the team's official clothing, but in return, they only got negative
Nazi
comments
symbols.
and Nazi references.
There's a difference between Nazi symbols and like a swastika. So like, what are they talking about here?
Their black and gray sweaters feature a symbol.
I'm sure that's a Norwegian symbol, probably misappropriated by the Nazi regime. Let's
rune, representing the attacking
these runes.
Viking, a symbol commonly associated with Viking and Norse mythology. But the symbol has also been used by extreme right-wing groups and is also the official emblem for Adolf Hitler's leadership school in Nazi Germany. I guess it's safe to say the designer got an F in history class. Number 8.
Why should we let the Nazis just perpetually, in perpetuity, take this symbol and use it for such a horrible thing? Like, let's just see what Google says about this. Did Norway's Olympic team, like, it's just kind of silly because they didn't use Nazi symbols. They used their own symbols. She even said in the video they're common in Norse mythology and Vikings myths and legends and whatnot. The runes. Apparently my Google's not going to work. Anyways, you guys talk amongst yourselves in the comments. I'd be interested to see your opinions on that. That seems like a type of thing. Like a bit
Police uncovered years of sex abuse in Norway's northern areas. Another sex scandal was uncovered in Norway this year. This time, people from the far northern areas were on the radar when police uncovered over 150 sex abuses and assaults that went unreported for a year. Generations of native Sami people living in remote northern regions have been victims of rape and child abuse. With a population of around 2,000 people living in those communities, you can imagine how big of an impact the scandal had. These Sami communities have their own language.
I think there's a movie on Netflix that came out recently, a Norwegian film, and it has a storyline that this kind of reminds me of. I think it's a Sami person, and they're abused, and they go on for sort of revenge or to resolve it somehow.
And have been living across the Arctic in Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia for a long period of time without going extinct. But sadly, they have lots of abuse issues, and who knows what other problems. Number 9.
And who knows what other problems. Like, some of the hyperbolic language gets a bit annoying, but the video so far is not too bad. I'm sure that there's some half-truths and inconsistencies. You guys let me know. Talk amongst yourselves. I'd love to hear you guys break it down from the people. And we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.